Avery, I'll try to keep this moving quick, and I don't want to bore you. I know how you are if I start talking too much and you don't follow me. See the pretty colors? Yay. All right. You are a shrimp. You have less than one BTC. We're going for a crab. We want you to have at least one, but right now you got zero point 0.2. So here's your wallet. That's your address right there. This is how much Bitcoin you have, 0.2. Right? Less than one makes you a shrimp. You're a shrimp. See the pretty colors? So right here, way back in the beginning, in December of 17, I think either my dad my dad gave you some Bitcoin. He gave you $500 worth of Bitcoin. All right, and the price of Bitcoin at the time was 17,000. Well, the price fell some down to 8,000, and we just kept buying more. Here's 100. Here's a 169 that was bought in 2019, and all through 2020 and 21 and 22. And you started putting money into it. I would bug you to put some more money into it, and you would whine, and then I would do it. And so these are all the purchases. Here was the first one in that wallet. Right, this wallet, and then we started doing it. Here's a little bump up, and then $20 here and $20 here, and then some time went by, and $20 or $50 or 100, whatever the amount is, and we're slowly. So that blue dot, that's your amount of Bitcoin climbing all the way to today. We put $200 in. Okay. Now, this red and the gray, that's the price of Bitcoin, the gray one. The red one is your value, right? Your value got up as high as 9,900 or $9,000, all right? Your value did. But then the price of Bitcoin came down, and so did your value. But you're still buying more. Now let me show you the pretty colors again, because this is where the magic happens. Well, sort of where the magic happens. Hang on a second. Hang on. So the magic happens because every 4 years, which is this green line, is called the halving. Every 4 years, this Bitcoin goes through this cycle. It goes and peaks out at a certain price, high, and then it falls. And then 4 years later, it peaks out and then it falls. And then 4 years later, it peaks out and then it falls. Well, when it's down lower is when I continue to start buying more. When it's up high and I think it's too high and it's going to start falling, I don't buy as much up here. But I'm always buying a little bit every month. This right here, this price was when Bitcoin was at $70,000. Well, if you take 70,000 and divide by the amount of Bitcoin you have, 0.2, it tells you how much it is. The reason that this is happening, Avery, the reason that this is happening is around 2009 is when it happened. They started printing money. Remember, cash is trash. They're just printing paper, and then we the people just decide that that's what we want to collect is cash. But they keep printing more and more of it. And you've heard me say that a million times. Let's look. I mean, I was raised during this time, and this is when they printed money, and they just sort of had a mild inflation. Well, around 2008, 2009, bam, Obama and Bush got in. You were born right here, and we had minor inflation. Things weren't going up, and it cost very much. And then this is how much money's in the world. Slow. It should have just kept doing this. But no. Government, politicians, bullshit started happening. They printed so much money, an unbelievable amount. And this goes all the way back to 1800s, that it was just really mild until bam. So look at what time that happened. That was about 2009. Well, that's about the same time that Bitcoin came into existence. They're going, wait a second, something's got to happen. We have to have a better money. And some people got together, and Nakatomi Satoshi created Bitcoin, and now you're a shrimp. You're a little shrimp, and you have some Bitcoin. And I think that we need to continue to accumulate Bitcoin because they will never stop printing. Cash is trash.